Hi guys, Clay from Australian Survivalism. Just doing a 3-day hike out in southeast Queensland. We're about an hour into the hike now, and we've come up against quite a sheer face. So we've gone around, and we're in like a big valley, but I just had to show you guys what we're carrying. It's a 3-day hike, so quite large packs and harness rigs, but I'll just show you what we just scaled. No ropes, just using vines as our way up. I don't know if you can see that and how steep it is, but there's a river down the bottom there. Anyway, the adventures. Keep moving. Alright, nearly there. Hard work, but extremely fun. Alright guys, let's go, final leg. Well, we found our camp spot. Pretty tough, huh? You reckon, bud? Pretty tough hike in, but well worth it. I love it, huh? Alright, might go set up camp. Okay, doing a bit more hiking up this stream here. I gotta say, it's just absolutely awesome country. We've stopped, we've set up camp. Yeah, we had some palm heart for lunch. It's not much, but I mean we haven't caught any yabbies yet, so it's pretty good though. I mean there's plenty to be had. Pretty tasty. So I'm going to keep moving up this stream here. And see what else I can find. I'm hoping I can find some sandpaper figs. But we'll see how we go. Getting a bit peckish. So hopefully some yabbies for dinner. Alright, I'll keep moving. Well, you can't come on a survival trip without refreshments. It's bloody cold, and it absolutely pissed down last night. But we've been gathering dry timber from trees, you know, that's hanging up. We got some dry timber from underneath this log just before. That gave some shelter to the timber up underneath. We gathered that stuff. It's the only dry stuff really around. We've got the fire going, and it's drying out more timber now that we've got flame. So yeah, going on a hike up this way today. So we'll get some breakfast into us and be on our merry way. Generate some body heat to stay warm. All right, breakfast done.
Yep.
Ooh. Might do up another palm heart for morning tea, I think. Still pretty cold. It's 9:05, but as you can see, the sun doesn't really get in this valley. I mean, it's up right up there in the treetops, but down here in this, well, it's more of a gully, I suppose. It's not deep enough to be a valley, but not much sun until about 11 o'clock, and then at 1 o'clock it gets back to this. Still happy days. Bushwalk time. Pretty thick going. Rained last night, so rocks are still wet. Up and around there, I think, buddy. I'm not going over there. Alright. Oh, I found a wild raspberry bush. Unfortunately, no raspberries on it, but come back in a few months. Keep moving and see what we can find. Yeah. Alright. Haven't found too many wild edibles on our little hike, but we've got a fiddlehead just there. That one's a little bit too old now. I wouldn't be bothering with that one, but that fiddlehead there. You can boil it up or eat it raw, either one, but boiling it's always better. And oh, here's another one. Here's a fiddlehead. Better looking one. But also, better than that is wild ginger. I'm not going to rip this one out just to show you, but easily identified. You can wrap, fish or shrimp or anything that you catch up in these leaves. It'll give you a gingery sort of flavour. Down in here, like any other ginger, it's a root, good for you. You think there's nothing to eat? There's always something to eat. Taking Nate out today to show him a couple of things, so see if we can find some more. Rightio, keep moving. I mentioned before I'd look for some sandpaper figs. It's the wrong time of year really, but I mean, there it is. You hear that? Easily identified by the sandpapery leaves, but at the right time of year you can get a bumper crop of sandpaper figs off these guys, little purpley black figs that are not the tastiest figs in the world, but they are pretty yummy. I've demonstrated how to find and which ones to eat on those before. I'm going to keep moving. Alright, if Nate doesn't fall in the water, I'm going to show you guys a video of just what to maybe look for if you're out in the bush and like you're hungry. Like this pond, it's all nice and settled, right? It's got scum on the bottom. I mean, the water's really fresh and clear, but then you come to a certain spot and something looks out of place. Anyone pick it? Alright, all the rocks on the bottom, and you know, you've got berries and leaves and stuff over here, and you know, rotting matter everywhere except for here. That's because under that rock right there, I guess it's a pretty darn big yabby, judging by the size of the hole underneath that giant boulder. He's picked a good home to dig out, because if that boulder was any smaller, I'd be lifting it up and grabbing the yabby. But I think this is where we need to put our traps. There's a good sized yabby in there, but we'll see how we go. But that's what to look for. All your leaf matter on the bottom, you know, it's all settled down, it's all rotting away, and you come to a nice clean spot with a pile of rocks or a pile of sand right next to a hole. Yabby. Yabby signs. Potential food anyway. See how we go. Alright. Alright guys. 99.9% of survivalists will tell you, you know, I mean, it's always sensible to boil your water before you drink it, because you're not sure of the source and where it's been. But if you come to a place like this and you know, you've got a dry, it's a dry riverbed as far as you can walk up that way. So the creek's actually, it's gone underground and it's being filtered straight. It's coming straight out of the mountain right here. I don't know if you can hear that, but straight out of the side of the mountain. Spring water. That water is better than anything that you'll get from a water filter, you know, a bottle of water from the servo. That's how water is supposed to be. It's got all your minerals in it. It's another little spring on that side, and that's coming out of the mountain. So I'm going to fill up my water bottle and keep moving. So we're walking up this creek bed. The spring, the creek has come back out of the onto the surface. I've walked a little bit further. It disappears just there. But it comes back out to the surface here, and we're walking along, and my young fella said, "Hey Dad, check this out. Bird nest right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Sounds like an owl. I think he's right inside there. So if I was starving, I'd be trying to climb that tree, and if the owl was still in there, he'd be going over my fire tonight, and if his eggs were there, then sorry little birdies, but I'd rather live." But anyway, just showing you guys what you can see if you keep your eyes peeled, and if you know, have a good look. There's survival food to be had just about everywhere. There's a palm. I mean, extract the palm heart out of that. I've got a little blade on me today. Got my Elk Ridge 107. I mean, it'll do the trick. So gotta love this stuff.
Looks good.
Nice. Nice.
This find goes to Nate.
Nice. Not bad, eh, mate?
Yeah. Quite frankly.
Take a photo of this.
What's that, buddy?
Take a photo of this.
I'm videoing you. Now this is all private property, this, in the hinterland of the Gold Coast. So we know the landowner, and he's got over 1,000 acres of this beautiful stuff. So we have permission to be here and demonstrate to you guys. Well, it's not real hard to live in an environment like this when you've got, you know, drinkable fresh water that's coming straight out of a mountain and an abundance of plants. I mean, provided you know what you're looking for, what you can and you can't, I mean, there's enough palms here to keep me going indefinitely, and yabbies to boot. Not that I've caught any yet, but well, not on this trip anyway. But you certainly wouldn't go hungry. You wouldn't die of starvation or thirst, put it that way. Or you know, you wouldn't get any sort of stomach bug from drinking terrible water. There's, hey Nate, can you, I might demonstrate a palm heart here. There's a broken palm. It's going to die anyway. Show these guys palm hearts. Just 1 second. There's the broken palm. Just have a look, see if it's, the part's going to be. Yeah, it's only recent, so I think that's one that we could demonstrate. Yeah, all right. Alrighty. Trusty blade. Basically, all you want to do is take off the outer skin and get to the fleshy inside of the palm, and the heart, you can't miss it, it's unmistakable. You'll see it when you get inside, and I've done this a lot of times, so probably should have gloves on. I'll be using a rock to do it, but it's basically just skinning the outside of the palm. Get to the nice fleshy inner part. Tastes sort of like artichokes. Chocolate full of carbohydrates.
Yeah, like a carrot.
Maybe like a carrot, and you've got plenty of food. You know, with a little bit of knowledge, you can survive. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright. Alright, there's some real food. That's a good sized fiddlehead. And there's got two little brothers down there below him. Oi. One here, another one here. Obviously, you get all the fur off them. You can eat them raw, like they're much better boiled. They're really slimy. But if you've got any sort of, parasites living inside you, like worms, eat a few of those. They'll get rid of them. Don't eat too many though, because ferns do contain a poison that it's as a protection to stop animals from eating them. However, the fiddleheads only contain minute amounts and won't hurt you if you eat a few of them to get yourself out of a terrible situation. If you're in a survival situation, that's some food that you can eat, not something that you would eat every day as a staple food source, but you can eat it. So There's another one that's a tree fern fiddlehead.